Today I wanted to try doing something a little bit different, and I won't beat around the bush. I'll just let you know it's because I did not have time to get a video filmed for today, so I thought that we could do this instead. So what I want to do today is dig out an old video from about 5 years ago and play it for you guys with some commentary. If this is something that you guys enjoy, I can think of a couple more videos that I could do this kind of format for. But for now, let's roll Break Out the Calving Chains, This Heifer is in Trouble, complete with the old intro that I used to use 5 years ago. How's it going, guys? Just wanted to drop this quick little video here. My wife and I just got home from town. When we were on our way there, though, I noticed that my last heifer that I'm waiting on to calve was in labor. So she's been going for about an hour now. When we saw her, she looked like she was pretty far along. In other words, we've reached the point where if she hasn't had the calf, then we're probably going to have to intervene. So I'm going to gather up my pulling supplies and we're going to go check on her and see where she's at. I feel like I need to point out that I shot this entire video on my phone. It was one of my older phones, and you'll see that throughout the video. The video image quality is not really great, and anytime the camera shakes a little bit, the video, well, you'll see, the video shakes too. Probably need a little strap of some kind, which should have right here. I know it's kind of difficult to see, but it looks like the sack has busted, and I think I still see hooves poking out of her. I think we're gonna have to help her. That's her there. I know you guys can't tell which one she is, but she's right there at the gate where we need her. If I can just get her to move the right way, and we'll have it made. Okay, yeah, perfect man door here. If you don't care about your shirt, it's perfect. There's a Buddy sighting. This is when this was the year that Buddy was born, actually, and I kind of forgot about that when I was chasing that cow into the corral. Buddy was following me around because he was wanting me to give him a bottle. Hooves look right, but she just needs to get him out. Come on, girl. Come on, you've been messing around too long. Hey, hey, hey. No, no, no. Not that way. Now, don't do that. Hey, hey. How about that? Finger over the lens, that's something that I would not post now, but I think because I was shooting this on my phone that I probably didn't realize I was doing that. Turn around and run me over. Okay, we got her. It's a matter of time now, girl. Well, you know right where to go, don't you? I don't even need to close this. I will, but I don't need to. Look at that. She's going right into the tub. I can't hardly believe it. Oh, now the cooperation ends, huh? Okay. It's all right. Now the cooperation ends. All right, guys, I'm mostly going to be out of breath from here on out, so I'm going to unplug the microphone and just kind of let you guys watch what I'm doing. You'll notice that the tub and the alleyway look incredibly pristine. The paint is almost perfect on them, at least by my standards. And that's because I think this was like the year or maybe 2 years after I put that stuff in. Okay, I've got her now somewhat. I'd like to have her head a little bit better than that, but I don't like doing it, but what I'm gonna do is stick a pipe behind her, so when I start pulling, I don't pull her right out of the chute. The reason I don't like doing that is because a lot of times when you start pulling on them, they fall. And if the calf's halfway out and she falls, that's not good. So we need to get to it. When I watch this, I can't help but think about how I learned to do it. And really the way that I learned was just by watching my grandpa do this time after time. I couldn't even tell you how many times I watched him do it. It probably wasn't all that many, but it made quite an impression on me, and I remembered what he did. Of course, he did not use a come-along. He had an old block and tackle that he used for this job. But other than that, the method is the same. So I put that second chain on. When I got it around his foot, he pulled it back. That's good, that means he's still alive. When you're pulling a calf, a lot of times you don't know if they're alive until you're halfway through the process or completely through the process. So I do remember being very excited to realize that the calf was alive when he moved his foot. Okay, so I pulled that pipe because she's getting ready to sit down, and I don't want her to sit down on the calf's legs and break them. I've got her head pretty good and the body squeezed tight, so if she jumps loose out of there, you're going to see me get out of the chute faster than you thought anyone could move. I'm watching myself just going back and forth having to jump that fence, and I just can't help but think how nice it's going to be to have a vet cage now. There you go. There you go. When you pull a calf, you see how I have that downward trajectory. That's key because of their anatomy. And you don't just want to yank it right out of there. You kind of want to pull let her push. See him, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but he's flipping his tongue around. So we know he's alive, that's good. See, she pushes a little bit, and I pull a little bit. She pushes, I pull. It's a slow process, but you see now if we had that pipe in there, she'd be right on that calf's head. And we don't want that, obviously. Come on, baby. Once you get that head out, it's easy going after that. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. There we go. Come on, baby. Almost got him. Ah. Oh, he's alive. Oh, baby. What a way to come into the world, huh? Now I got to get you out of here. They're hard to hang on to. It is unfortunate that she got so low in the chute that you really couldn't see the calf come out. But, you know, with one camera, sometimes that's what happens. Smokes. I'm out of breath. Oh, he was heavy, boy. I tell you what. Mad at me? I don't blame you. All right, guys, well, that's done. Actually, that went probably about as smooth as I could have hoped for. I mean, pretty insane still when I think back about how she basically just walked right up to the alley to the chute. She didn't walk right into the chute, but, you know, you can't have it all. So, but yeah, that calf, you know, he's got his head up. He looks fairly strong, and I think he's going to be all right. His tongue was starting to swell up when we got him out, so I think I made the right decision by pulling him. If I would have tried to wait it out to let her do it, I don't know that he would have made it. He might have, but you know, you just never know. I think in a case like that, I would rather pull him if I don't have to than not pull him and have him die on me. So no, I think we did good. Now you guys know that normally I don't you know, lock cows up after they calve. I just kind of let them do their own thing. But when I have to pull a calf with a heifer especially, I will leave her locked up, or leave the two of them locked up here together for a couple days just to make sure they mother up and everything. And that calf is probably weak, you know, when you have to pull them like that. You can assume they were probably in there longer than they should have been. And the way they came into the world is, you know, not the least stressful thing. So I like to leave them together for a couple days and just make sure that everything's going good. And then I will turn her back out with the others. All right, well, this has been an exciting day, to say the least. I'm gonna go home and get cleaned up. That calf kind of did a number on these clothes, but yeah, I'm gonna get home and change and come back and check on them in a couple hours and just see how everyone's doing. Thanks for hanging out with me at the ranch today, guys. I hope I'll see you again on Farmer Tyler Ranch. And the last thing that jumps out to me is how different the ending of the video is. I've kind of gone with like a standard format now that I typically use with a song that you guys are now familiar with. The ending little riff there was still me playing guitar, but to be perfectly honest, that riff might have been heavily inspired by a Nirvana song. So there you have it. I thought that this would be a good video to go back and do some commentary on, because I had a calf pull this year that did not end so well, and I thought it just would be nice to show that, you know, every once in a while pulling a calf has a positive outcome, and this one did. There we go. That's the song we know. The calf came out of that ordeal with no problems. In fact, I think he ended up entering our harvest steer program. So let me know what you guys thought of this. This is totally different than videos that I normally do. And just kind of let me know in the comments. Never do this ever again, or, you know, do it every so often, once in a while. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys, and I hope I'll see you again on Farmer Tyler Ranch.